should be live. Hello, everybody. I don't know if we're gonna get too much of a turnout because every other major channel is already covering this. But for those who want to check out the VOD, I got on with me my buddy Pyrrhus and my buddy Tang, and we're basically staying up until we know what the hell is fucking happening. Oh, hello.
More or less, effectively, at the very least, until Pennsylvania frickin' calls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At this point, we're just waiting on Pennsylvania because they are being prima donnas.
That's the bigger decider here right now is Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're waiting on. Welcome, Sean Haruki. I'm still here. Well, thank you for coming. How are you doing? Dragonis, how are you? Good morning, USA. Good morning to you, Dragonis. Hopefully, it will be a good morning. So far, it's looking pretty good. Trump is significantly ahead right now in Pennsylvania. So, and 91% reporting. So as long as it stays consistent, which it hopefully should, we should.
He's up by through 223,000.
Yep. The Earth's still spinning. True. Yeah, one thing I heard about is they're testing a new nuclear missile after all the election stuff. That's a little eerily timed.
Then betting odds, at least the website I've been looking at, which is just it shows action and just showing the aggregate betting odds. Trump 92%. And if anyone has paid attention to any of the reporting earlier stream, I was watching. Apparently, at the Kamala, at their office, they've stopped showing the news, and most of them have left, and they're just playing music. That's just apparently a report from the Kamala campaign office.
Which sounds like they're giving up, at least partially.
Yeah.
Let me
like I said, it's just
a few people here. Rev, I apologize if I mispronounce any names. First, I'm tired. I got home after work. I'm staying up late to see the results. But apologize to anybody if I can't say your name correctly. Revwell, Arvida. The Earth is still spinning. Yes, it is. Hopefully, it continues to. Carson Kazmiri. They've been hovering at 90% according to AP, and it looks like that for a hot minute. Yep. I've been regularly eyeballing Nevada. Yeah, and Trump.
They're up to 75%.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Which is, it was weird because we had
no.
What?
Oh, just Vegas. Just Vegas came in blue. Yeah, so that the big one is Reno is red apparently right now.
Okay.
The rest is just a couple little counties in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Also, GD Crusader still crazy seeing Duluth go red this year. That is a bit odd. I mean,
which Duluth is that? I know a Duluth, Georgia. I just don't know. Was that a different one?
I'm assuming
there's probably a
Duluth,
few.
Georgia.
So I was there for a little bit when I was in Georgia for the 2 years. That was one of the areas I was in.
Yeah, one thing that was surprising me, for the context, everybody watching, I'm from Maine. Though Trump is now behind in Maine now, and I doubt he's going to take it, and if anything, the divide between him and Kamala is only going to get bigger. I was surprised that early on Trump was actually winning the vote here. Trump was ahead by a solid percent in the first 30% reporting. That I don't think I've ever seen that. At least not in the last 3 elections. Usually the Democrat is usually ahead in the main vote from the outset. Sometimes, the 2016 election, if I recall correctly, it got a little close. Maine was essentially purple, but outside of that, still the Democrat nominee was ahead. Maine usually goes blue because of our cities, unfortunately. Augusta, Portland, Bangor, very blue. And they essentially control our vote. But this year, it was actually closer than I've ever seen it.
Funnily enough, Augusta and Bangor are red right now.
which is a surprise,
Ariz-
actually.
That's
That is a
Arizona
surprise.
ticked a little bit. It's 50 to 49 instead of 49 to 49.
Arizona?
Yeah, 51% reporting Arizona.
All right, let's pull that up a little bit here.
It's at the Arizona's tight.
Yeah, that
Hey,
50.
Oh, and hey, Lancer,
Yeah.
it's he's streaming right now.
Yeah.
Just
I
heads
wasn't
up.
gonna curse or anything. I'm actually my autism has fully taken over my brain the past week.
Understandable.
I don't know if you want to see the fucking go. Oh my god, just screen. You want to see how bad it's taking me over?
Sure. Rita, good day from
don't know.
down under. Well, good day to you too, mate.
Wait a second.
Sorry for butchering your accent.
down under. That's for.
Increase size here. Boom.
There.
First page.
It's for Wrath and Glory. You know that 40k RPG?
I do not know it from experience, but I know of it.
I also have another little thing going on. Let me try to.
Oh, you got a spreadsheet up. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be interesting.
Let's see. Colorado, yeah, Colorado's blue. It's a solidly blue. It's full of yuppies. There's so many commies here in Arizona. I wouldn't be surprised. Just keep them down there. Don't cross the border up here, please.
Fox called Pennsylvania, apparently.
Well, somebody's called it.
I mean,
I think the
I
one
hope
I've been
they're
watching
right.
is
I hope they're right. It's Trump's definitely in the lead. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah,
Bannerlord
you want to
crashed.
see what my autism has forced me to do?
Oh, good.
I'm streaming my screen for that.
Yeah, well, I'm bouncing between like 5 different things. Hey, Undead Nerd. Same in Colorado, Denver, Boulder, Pueblo, Aspen, and Vail. Yeah, this has been nuts. Minnesota. Okay. Which district in Maine are you from? I'm not giving you that. Nice try.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's a little bit too
doxing
close.
Nunya.
myself.
He's from the district of Nunya.
Nunya. Yes. This is the internet. I'm not that stupid.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
They're
I'm
called
watching-
Hawaii, but Hawaii was kind of. They haven't even. Hawaii is like 0% report. It's one. Yeah, it wasn't going to be a question for Hawaii.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wondering why Alaska isn't calling yet.
I don't know. They're that far ahead, and it's 26 reporting in. Like I know they have like a.
Speaking of,
Like who cares?
To become blue all of a
pull up,
sudden.
yeah, let's pull up Alaska. %, reporting. Donald Trump. Yeah, he's way ahead. Yeah, they probably should call that.
As far as give those 3 points to Trump, like the 3 electoral points that Alaska has.
Yeah, I doubt.
It's on 270 to win. They're calling Alaska. It's just the other one I'm watching. They have not called Alaska.
Yeah.
270 did.
The Associated Press is taking its time.
It's just 270 to win doesn't let me because I have to click on the state itself, and it takes me to another link. So it's the one on Google allows me just to thumb over it.
It's looking like 270 is at the very least how they made it look here. Yeah, 270 to win. At least if you actually click on the state, they've already given the check mark onto Trump, so they're calling it as well. Again, hopefully they're right. 91%.
Or Pennsylvania.
Yeah, for Pennsylvania. 3.3 million to the 3.1 million to Kamala. So that hopefully they're right. And I can't.
Yeah, they're
imagine
91% in, and it's a difference of 220,000 or so votes.
Unless this is where we get that 3 a.m. Oh, suddenly we found these. There's no way.
I don't. If they do that, I doubt they have enough to actually cover it.
Yeah.
Even then, that happened well before we got to this point in the race.
Yeah. I don't think they physically have time to feed all of that thing into the machine.
Like, he's ahead by,
Hello.
Like 220,000 votes in Pennsylvania.
And
There's
and
not
yeah, just real quick, Asmo is doing a live stream right now with it, so just
Yes.
Fitzpatrick.
mind your
won in
language.
Pennsylvania.
Will do.
Oh, yep. Yeah, the 240 election live review. They called it Pennsylvania on that one. They haven't called it on the Google one yet.
Let me see if Bannerlord will open
Was like won the House in Pennsylvania too.
it.
Yeah, it's based on predictions. It's the Dems are probably going to take the House by a slim margin. The Republicans, it's up in the. I think they're probably going to take a pretty significant margin in the Senate based on the way like the voting are for like in Montana, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. It's tight in Pennsylvania, but the other ones are a little
JD
are further
Crusader
apart.
says Minnesota was red for a good 2 to 3-ish hours. That was probably the highlight of my night, seeing my blue ass state having. I know the feeling, man. Like Maine is again, like a lot of local Mainers sometimes cope and say like we're a purple state. We're really not. It's blue. Like in terms of the actual like end result of the votes in this state, it's almost always blue. It's only purple in the sense that, yes, the rural areas in Maine are very, very red, and once you get to the cities, it's very, very blue. So there is, population-wise, a strong divide. And in that sense, we're purple, but in terms of the end result, it's almost always blue, because the cities control the vote here in this state. So, yeah, I was surprised to see Trump leading at all in my home state. Like, that's... For me, that's like never happened.
And then Minnesota, it's surprising because like one of the guys, the vice president for the Harris campaign is, was he the senator? Or was he the again, was he the governor? The person who's from Minnesota, was he the governor or was he a senator from Minnesota?
Who?
The VP, the VP for
Harris.
Votes.
Waltz.
VP for Harris. Yeah, Waltz.
Governor.
That's it. Yeah, Waltz. Was
Oh,
he governor?
Yeah. Okay.
Which is odd because like it was tighter for it's tighter for Harris than it was for Biden in the 2020, which it shouldn't be.
We got the result. At least 270 is definitely calling it. I'm gonna blow this up real quick. So
Yeah,
Google hasn't yet, but they probably will shortly.
Yeah, the Google be in denial. Thank you, Tig, for the $5 dues. Thank you so much. I cast my vote for Cobra Commander, a true. Yeah, I saw that you told Razor that too on his stream. That I was listening to that while I was at work. Respect for the Cobra Commander thing. A true man of the people and serpents, which is ever weathered dominant in 2024. Banzai!
Oh, that's lame. Vote for like Doctor Doom or Skeletor. Yeah, I vote for Skeletor.
Skeletor's got my vote. I'm gonna be honest.
He just wants to be evil. He's honest. He tells it like it is. Exactly. Skeletor just wants to be evil.
An honest man for a dishonest office.
Yeah. It's like it's like, yes, you know what you're voting for when you vote for Skeletor.
Let's see. So yeah. Trump's got it, and yeah,
and has the popular vote too.
Yeah, like that's insane. Like popular vote and all the electorals he needs, he's got it.
At this point, it's collecting whatever's left. I wouldn't be surprised if he picks up Michigan, Wisconsin, and Nevada. Arizona could go either way.
I guess I'm gonna throw out this question to everybody, including those in the chat, though, in relation to this. Do you guys think? Because I can't remember which states it was, but a couple of states' governors, I think it was governors or something else. But a couple of states said that if Trump won this election, they wouldn't validate it or they wouldn't accept it.
I think there were some members of the House, members of the House, and Dems in the House. I think were saying that.
Yeah,
but they're gonna the Dems are even if they like call it and as it is right now, it's Trump and the Republicans. The Dems are gonna drag their feet and just fight tooth and nail and challenge everything. I don't see them holding it because. Just the way that the lower circuit courts and the Supreme Court has been ruling lately, not likely that they're gonna get what they want.
Well, they can try blocking it, and then people.
Well, they succeed in legitimizing it when they fail.
God.
They've already set precedents for people trying to undermine elections. So I don't know
What was
what
that?
they're thinking.
Someone was trying to speak up. Was that
yeah. I was gonna say, if you want to see some grade A salt and just some copium, like on display, look up. Vosh was starting to cry. Hassan's freaking out. A lot of them are doing like Vosh actually tweeted that,
I saw a
No.
video
he
of
literally said that leftism in America is basically dead.
I saw a
Oh,
I saw like a video of Chanky Uyghur supposedly crying, but there was also like some people trying to debate whether or not that was like a deep fake or something, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Nathan, Josh, Nathan, our good friend, just dropped a super chat. Teflon Don, Teflon Don, Teflon Don.
Also, I thought Schenk was leaning more towards Trump this election cycle.
Really?
It's,
No.
No, that was
No.
no. I don't think she was like voting Trump. She was just calling out the Dems for being completely unhinged and inaccurate about Trump. I think Anna Kasparian is still left wing, but I'm actually gaining a lot more respect for her as being a lot more principled. That she's willing to call her own people out.
Yeah, she said,
That-
I don't support Trump. I don't think it's helpful to call him a fascist or a Nazi. Those words actually mean something beyond not liking a candidate.
She's been oddly like as much as I don't like her like policy like takes and positions, like she's been surprisingly like more likable since her 2016 "I'm better than you" moment. You know,
I think she got
yeah.
some humble pie, and also she left TYT, so she probably left that fucking echo chamber.
Oh, Matthew,
yeah, there's that, and it was.
Thank you for
I
the super
wouldn't
chat.
be surprised
Like the
because-
red wave. Woo.
How fucking
Yeah, it was
crazy some of
the
them are on there.
like-
I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of forced her away from it.
Yeah, the first moment with like Anna was like when she got pissed for like women being called birthing people, and she's like, "Yeah, don't do that. That demeans me," and basically seeing the leftists all get angry at her.
They just call
And
it.
then the next one was her like being like attacked or accosted by some like homeless people on the street, and then saying, "Why is it like this? This isn't good. They need to be taken care of." And then getting the shit from the left of being like pro criminal sometimes.
Oh shit.
Like she is
Yeah,
added
no,
to
no,
the narrow list of left wingers I have respect for.
God damn
Like
it.
even if I think their ideas are cuckoo and wonkers. Like hell, I even like as Destiny is psychotic in his ideas, particularly lately, but I at least believe that he believes what he says. So I guess respect in that degree.
I believe he believes what he says, but what he says is nonsense.
What he says is psycho. It's psycho.
Oh yeah, like
The Harris campaign Discord has been shut down.
they should.
Yeah. Like I was saying earlier,
they
Lancer. Like
really know
the
what's going
last
on.
report I heard was like apparently they stopped playing the news in the Harris office, and most of them have been basically just left.
They said they don't got to
That's
talk to her.
funny.
She's not going to talk to more, so she's probably hammered. Which is...
Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking about the Democrat donors, like their little party that they were having, basically having the atmosphere of a funeral, is what they said earlier.
Hey Gunner.
That was before Pennsylvania even got called too, which was great.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been called on 270. Google has yet to update their stupid map.
270
I figured.
has firmly called it.
Yeah, they're
Yep. 92% reported.
so Trump has hit 270, and he's probably gonna. It looks like he's gonna pick up Nevada, and the other two Rust Belt states in play. Probably gonna pick up at least one of them.
Yep.
I'm expecting Arizona to flip blue at the end. That's
Really?
my.
I
prediction.
wouldn't be surprised. It's gonna be tight either way. Although it's only 11 electoral votes, it's not enough.
Yeah, it's not. It's obviously not enough to push him over the. Oh my god, ads! It's obviously not enough to push them over the finish line.
Michigan's gonna go red this time.
All right, go rest.
So yeah, take care.
I mean, like this has been a very, very fascinating, a very fascinating night. I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of the night, I was stressed as all hell.
Wait,
Let's see. No celebrities are crying yet. That's Undead Nerd. I'll
Okay,
just
so now it's-
wait.
Pennsylvania is closed by 3,350,000 versus
It
150,000
was
now.
it jumped
That
up to
bumped
like
up by 20,000.
200,000 gap. It's like a 200,000 gap.
Yeah, but it just bumped up by like 20,000 in the past few minutes.
Right now, in the count on the Google one that I can mouse over, it shows 3,350,321 versus
what the fuck?
3,100,000.
5,000 just counted for Kamala, as I just refreshed it.
Who?
Cool.
Which state?
Now sub 200,000 within a few minutes. That's
Where?
it's
Yeah,
a
which
Google one.
state? Oh,
Or
Yeah.
Spain. God damn it! Fucking
Okay.
Yeah, the report I heard of like the delivery, like, I've only heard one, and it was the only number I heard was like 50,000 ballots for the big delivery or something that appeared in Pennsylvania and Philly. If it's the same one, because like I've heard reports on that, and it was estimated around 50,000.
Come on, if they do something like that, it's gonna be too obvious. Like it's too big of a margin to try and just jump in one go, and they don't have enough time to do it gradually. Not anymore.
Yeah, I think it's just given the behavior of the Kamala office and the campaign. I think they know what's in play in terms of like that kind of stuff, and they know like whatever it is.
10,000.
Yeah,
too
not
big
gonna be enough.
to
Clearly,
risk.
that's 200,000 difference now.
Hmm.
It
Let me,
was-
I'm just gonna try and catch up with the chat here.
Yeah, the chat went crazy just a second ago. I saw that.
Let's
You
see.
got 20 watching.
Also, thank you all for tuning in and jumping in. I didn't think we'd get a verdict so quickly after I started, but yay! Stab, Asmo. I'm trying. I got completely obliterated in that last tournament, though. Let's see. Are people walking away from the DNC headquarters with computers and monitors? Oh, like they're stealing it? I mean, I would.
Just walking out with the silverware, you know.
It's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
we
we
called
had,
it, folks. It's like, Gerald, where are you going? Nothing. Don't question the duffel bag.
They're taking the desk and the chairs too. Just everything is not nailed down.
Although the ballot, it also went up for Trump too. It's basically a solid 200,000 gap in Pennsylvania, and it hasn't really shifted down.
Yep, and
Yeah.
I don't see it with that. They only have like what 8% left that hasn't reported. There's no
7.
way.
Less than 7.
Okay, so yeah,
Up
there's no
7
way.
now.
There's no way that's gonna close the gap. Not unless
Yeah,
something freaky
And
happens.
Michigan, yeah, the difference is about 300,000, a little less than 300,000 in
Are we
Michigan.
ending?
Wisconsin.
I'm not ending yet. I'm gonna keep going. Chat. And
Yeah,
hopefully
I
somebody
got like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
I got as much.
So I'm
And then let's see, Wisconsin. That's about 120,000 gap, give or take. Arizona, it's like a 20,000 gap. Nevada, about it's 421,234 to 483,000. So it's 51 to 47 Nevada, 75% reporting.
I love how AP is refusing to call Pennsylvania, even though others have.
Of course they are.
Stubbornness.
It's not like called California like immediately for like
You think
long before.
Kamala's gonna have her own? No, I don't think Kamala's gonna have her own January 6th. I think she was left out to rot by the Democratic Party.
Good.
So,
They might do something, but it's not going to be for Kamala. It's just going to be against.
No,
In
it's
all
it's
honesty-
not gonna be planned or concentrated. It's
It
gonna
is
be a
being
whole
gay,
bunch of
yeah.
chaotic rioting.
Actually,
I
that's
will say
actually something I wanted to bring up and like ask you guys is like now that effectively and hopefully knock on wood, not jinxing anything here, but now that Trump is essentially in for the victory, how much do you think we're gonna deal with for riots, and do you think it's gonna be like the cities are gonna get ransacked?
Oh, there's going to be
Probably-
BLM 2.0, I bet.
Because
I don't think it's gonna be quite as big as the Summer of Love, but it'll be probably bigger than the 2016 ones.
I think right now, well, I don't know, because right now tensions are high, and I think some people would be thinking better of it, because if they go outside, I don't think there's going to be the like soft gloves this time. This time is going to be, okay, police batons, get them.
Yeah, it's the. I mean, literally, they put the National Guard on alert like right prior to this, so I think they were expecting something from somebody, no matter what happened.
Yeah.
In this case, it's gonna be left-wing rioters, probably.
Yeah, I don't
Something
think the
else
left
going out.
wing has enough goodwill to be just allowed to rampage again.
Outside of like their own like stomping grounds, if they try to leave their
yeah.
territory.
Some of the blue cities are going to be torched, but nobody cares about that. They deserve that.
They voted for it.
Mhm.
Deserve so.
I'm proud to say, let's see, let me check Wisconsin again.
Somehow thaw Rittenhouse for riots again. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my county that I'm in is currently 99% expected vote, 55.3% for Donald Trump, and only 43% for Kamala.
Is that
my
Wisconsin
county.
or Michigan?
This is for my county. I'm living in Wisconsin.
Gotcha.
Matthew Gwynn says we are locked and loaded here in Arizona. Good. The thing is, I'm all locked and loaded, but I live in a rural area anyway, so I'm safe, but I'm not too far away from like a small, for the state, a small little sanctuary spot for illegals. So I'm not. I'm a little too close for comfort, even though I'm rural. But I don't think they're gonna come to my neck of the woods.
Yeah, and out here, I am in the area where there are going to be more blue, but it's fairly purple. Like I imagine there's going to be protests, whether or not it goes riots. Because I mean, I guess in 2020 we did have it was like Orem, I think, which is an odd place for that. But during the BLM riots, apparently some dude got shot just in his car out of random by some rioters in Orem.
Gunner says
But I live, yeah.
Yeah, Gunner says he's shocked by Nevada. I was a little surprised by Nevada.
What, is Nevada going red?
Yeah.
Yeah, so far.
Huh.
Very red.
Again, that whole I'm not gonna text tips. I
Oh.
think Nevada is really going to.
I think that the two biggest things generally, I think that really got Trump this is mainly I would make the argument that the things that got that are winning in this is the economics, and in relation to the economics, like just how bad inflation has been, like, and like how bad the economy has been in the United States, and how little like your dollar gets you now, like grocery bills. Like the grocery bills across the country over these due to this last 4 years under Joe Biden have been so horrific. I think even normally pretty blue people have been forced to kind of face the fact that it's like, okay, under Trump, the economy was improving.
It's mainly the independents that I think
94.1 accepted vote of Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't really shifted. I think it counted more votes towards Jill Stein and Chase Oliver.
Nice.
Actually, I think up in Senate, it's showing that the one for you guys in Maine is Angus King Jr. And he said, it's showing third party. Is he more like Bernie, where he caucuses with the Democrats, or is he legitimately third party?
Angus King?
Yeah, it's showing for Senate, like the one who's currently leading in the Senate. Like it's showing yellow, so that's usually third party.
If I'm thinking of the right guy, I'm thinking he's more like a Bernie.
So he ran independent, but he caucuses with the Democrats.
Yeah,
because
I'm correctly.
Say is for Nevada, think about it. If a bunch of people are poor, they're not going to go to Vegas or anything. Spend a lot of money.
In terms of the Senate, Nevada is actually like neck and neck on the Senate. 47.8 to 47.7 for the Senate race in Nevada.
It would be really fun if this was just an entire sweep to the right, but I doubt it.
Yeah, the prediction for the House is the House will probably go slim a majority Democrat.
Okay.
Like by what's that?
Yeah, I was just double checking. So yeah, Angus King, yeah, he does caucus with the Democrats.
So. Okay, so he's basically just a Democrat. Like he'll vote with the Democrats in the Senate.
Generally speaking,
who would have guessed?
I mean, it's Maine. Like anybody who's ever taken over any office politically here ends up pushing blue one way or another. Angus King sounds like
Fun.
a Burger King burger.
That's
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that's the
Nathan.
Oh
Burger
shit,
King
you might have
alternative
food in
in
the
a
oven.
different world.
Gigakuma says people are lighting fireworks here at almost 2 a.m. Well, yeah.
Oh,
Can you blame 'em?
obviously.
I don't blame them at
Hey,
all.
listen. Hey, it's the
I
5th of
wouldn't blame
November.
him.
It's topical.
Remember,
Oh,
remember the
no.
5th of November of gunpowder and plot.
It's not the 5th of November anymore.
Well,
The
now
5th of
No,
November
now
was
it's
2
now it's the
hours
6th.
ago.
Listen,
Correct.
Yeah.
you can put
still the
all you
5th
want
for
on
me.
it.
Okay,
It's
fine.
your
It's 5th
November
for
Easter,
you.
For about 15 minutes. It's the 5th of November for me for about 15 minutes.
Yeah. For
Yeah, but you're living
weirdos
in
like
the
Pyrrhus who
past.
live in the past, it is
Yeah.
still the 5th of November.
It says to be the 5th of
So
November
Gunner
for me
says, so the
for
race
like
was
9
called
hours.
or no?
Not yet.
Trump has yet to say anything. I'm keeping my eye on notifications here, but
He
at
had
this moment
he had a
hasn't.
speech earlier.
He had a speech earlier, but I don't think he's had a speech in terms of calling it, has he?
I don't think he's had a
Let
victory
me-
speech yet, but
I'm
I
gonna
have to go
I'm gonna
look.
just check in on it's the one that's
There's a Fox News stream.
they're not. If there was a speech, the other stream, I've been kind of poking in on on a couple of them, mainly the Tim Pool one, the Tim Cast, because he's had like a bunch of guests from everybody come through, so it's just kind of what I've been
Yeah,
keeping
they
my
had-
ear to, like, Daily Wire, random other guests coming through, wherever you
Yeah, they
fall
had-
on Tim Pool. I'd just been listening because of just the variety of guests.
Yeah, they had
Okay, so-
Jordan Peterson, and the last I saw, they had
Yeah, I looked in. They had Sargon on a call.
Sargon. I was gonna say Carl Benjamin, but it's just like I don't know. That sounds so weird now.
Yeah, I
But, like,
was gonna say Sargon.
that's all I hear
It's
on
just easier.
called.
Pennsylvania updated a little bit. It is barely sub 200,000 now.
What's really
And-
strange?
By like 1,500.
Yeah, what's really strange is that like in the background of the live stream for Fox, it doesn't show the 270 yet. But I guess they're
Some of them take a little bit of time to update.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're being.
Yeah, but at Pennsylvania, they're at 94-95% reporting. So I just don't see any more that's gonna like change it.
Yeah.
Just the Associated Press are trying to be.
Ironman
don't
says
know.
it was Provo. I was in Provo at the time.
Was it? Where is that at? Who said that?
In the chat, Ironman81. It was Provo. I was in Provo at the time.
About the one who got shot during the riot, or
I think
So I thought it was Orem.
The chat was the comment.
there?
was made a
It
few minutes ago.
Provo, Orem. It might as well be the same place. It's like two cities that are right next to each other. It's when you talk about it, you say the Provo Orem area.
So to answer the question earlier about has the race been called or not, it has not been called officially, but it's effectively called because right now, if like in terms of results, Trump has the necessary electoral votes to have won the election, and he's won the popular vote so far. So anything that's left over at most would bring.
Oh, is that Trump talking now?
Is it? Is he up?
Let me.
Oh, I think he's
check
about to give a
real-
speech.
Oh, link me.
It's the Fox News stream.
Fox News.
I can post it in general real quick.
Yeah. That way I don't have to look it up.
There you go.
All right, clicking the link.
All right, pulling it up. Hold on.
Yeah, they're declaring it now at the rally.
Good.
Trump and the future
Yeah, it's
President
kinda
Trump
obvious.
overperformed in urban areas, particularly with men, proving that the strategy that they've doubled and tripled down on over the course of the last few months absolutely succeeded and brought him back to the White House.
47th President of the United States, former President Trump now defeats Vice President Kamala Harris, who entered this race
U.S. House.
just over 100
For the House?
days ago.
Yeah.
And for Democrats, they were projecting the possibility of running the table with battleground states.
That is district by district.
David Plouffe with the Democratic campaign of Harris campaign.
Conservative
suggested
district.
just
Oh,
yesterday. Now
there's
it is possible that
a
Donald
couple of
Trump
them over
runs
there.
the table. with these states.
Okay, I guess they're going to take their time waddling on
bidding
about.
landslide electoral win.
Right now, it's just everybody celebrating, which is still nice to see. It's good to see all the optimism.
I mean, people know what's going on.
Yeah.
I always start out
Yeah, I'm sorry.
the morning of the
Yeah,
election in
it
Doomer,
was.
but then I go, depending on how it is. Because I'd rather be kind of Doomer and like not have my hopes shattered. Because
Yeah.
if I'm a Doomer and it
It's,
goes better than expected,
Yeah, you go by the old not adage. What would this be called? But you
If
go
I
by-
expect the worst, you never expect to be disappointed.
Oh, yeah, you expect the worst, and even if you're right, you at least have the satisfaction of being right, and if you're wrong, you have the satisfaction of benefiting.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And it's Airman by this
Pessimism
bank in
wins.
State Street, Zion's Bank near Dragons. Yeah, it was some stupid Cali locust. Yep. Yeah, you gotta keep them out of the state, please. I like my state the way it is, please.
Yeah, not right.
All that this campaign has been through.
But hey, they called my state is like the type of state they called it basically at 0% like reporting. So
it's definitely looking like they're just like Trump's about to call it. And to be fair, again, if you look at the map in the electoral votes, he's already won. Anything else is just bonus. It's looking like he's going to take Nevada, so that's just going to push him to what, 281? Yeah,
I think the most common prediction that I've heard was he would probably win at about a little over 300.
Yeah. I had to paint my face and pour out to old gods of victory. I know how you feel, man.
Yeah.
I kind of want to pop open a shot of my whiskey. I don't know. Should I do it?
I mean, I can go get a shot of Jaeger real quick.
I don't do Jaeger.
I'll
I do
drink to
whiskey.
that. I mean, it's all I got. Well, actually, no. I have
Well,
bourbon.
you can do like a pre is like we're prepared for victory shot, and then
I'll go
if you
grab my
win,
whiskey. Screw it. I'll grab my
there you
whiskey.
go.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can
Here
drink
as well.
for me because I don't drink.
Whiskey.
It's an amazing message.
I hope Kaylee's right. I hope you're right. And we're gonna get a chance to see here in a minute. Trey Gowdy said something on your show.
Yeah, and I'll probably have to go to work in about half an hour, so let's hope they call it by then, because it's obvious. It doesn't really. No one.
Writing is on the wall.
Yeah, it's like everyone knows. And even if something like, again, even if something happens, it's gonna be so obvious. No one's gonna believe it.
It's not going to be enough, and it's going to get challenged, and
it's
it
gonna be
won't.
too risky, and it's just gonna make things worse for them. So I think they gave up.
All right, so
I want to ask everyone, especially Mr. History Man Pirates here, how does it feel to have another candidate to do this kind of stuff since Grover Cleveland? You know, the whole get elected one time, not get elected next, and then get reelected like the very next for that.
I'm not like the biggest on American history. I should be better, but did he pull?
you
I
got
was
an
the only
electoral
one I thought was Trump, but I guess if there was another one.
Sorry, Pirates. He got one from Maine. He got an electoral vote from Maine.
wait, what?
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
the there's 2 districts in Maine, so he got
Yeah, you got one on Maine.
he got the upper district and then the lower district went.
Proud of my people. This is history. We don't ever.
Yeah.
No, this never.
The other
happened.
district looks like they haven't called the other district in Nebraska though. It's probably gonna
Come
go
on,
blue,
Pennsylvania.
but it won't matter that much.
Fucking thing. I don't like how it's taking so long. It's kind of got me uneasy.
Oh my.
The numbers haven't. It's still a 200. They're basically dead even 200,000, and it hasn't changed. At least on the Google one, it's 3,373,000 to 3,175,000. It's like effectively right at the 200,000, and it hasn't budged.
All right, so
It's just very much a case of I don't like how it hasn't shifted at all.
Yeah, it's just
I don't
the
like
Google one. They're being stubborn on calling it, and then just
Yeah.
most of the other like news places and sites seem to be calling it.
yeah, this is awesome. So to celebrate, I've grabbed my Evan Williams spiced apple whiskey. I don't know how
Hello.
popular this brand is overall, but I really love this whiskey, personally.
I've never heard of it, but it looks nice.
I'm not a liquor guy.
I'm a liquor guy. I'm not gonna do a big shot because
Yeah, I'm
No,
Mormon,
I
so I
haven't
don't
even
drink.
had one.
So.
alcohol in general. I mean alcohol in general because I think I told you the story before.
Probably.
Got drunk in the army with the company alcoholic, who was also Irish. And since it was first time drinking and I didn't eat, I thought I was like, oh, just like match the guy
Did-
when you drink. No.
Dragonis, did you at least bet on the election? No, sadly, I did not. Before the odds went so high up, I could have cashed out.
I didn't bet either, but that's because I completely forgot that you can bet on it.
Okay, why is the last update at 1:30 a.m. it's showing chance to win non-applicable? I'm assuming it's because they're effectively calling it on the betting. So I think people are collecting their money.
I mean, at this point, it's kind of obvious. It's
Yeah,
like, oh,
right.
you're betting on a horse that's already won. It's like,
Fun
no.
fact that you mentioned that, Carson. I do also have the Evan Williams eggnog whiskey. Well, that one's whiskey, rum, and eggnog mixed together, pre-mixed together. I have that as well. But the spiced apple, I get this every fall, and I go through it usually before Christmas.
Oh, it's like Tika that Cobra Commander should have won. Again, it's Skeletor is the villain you want to vote for. He's the most honest.
Exactly.
He tells it like it is. He just wants to be evil. He's evil. He doesn't lie to you. You know what you're getting.
I don't want to be good. I want to be evil. Yeah, I got my shot ready. Got my shot ready for the call.
You can at least take your shot to celebrate your one district. Up in Maine.
I also got a shot of Jaeger right here.
God, I love this whiskey. Fuck.
Oh, come on! You're gonna
fuck.
shoot without even saying cheers. Come on!
I did say cheers. Didn't you hear me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, did my mic not catch it?
Oh no! Cheers anyway.
I faced away from the mic and I went cheers and I gulped. So my bad.
You're fun.
I gotta say, this whiskey is so dangerous because you barely feel the burn.
See, that's why I drink Jaeger. So I never want to start drinking.
Will you eat your yearly Kit Kat in celebration? Actually, fun fact you mentioned that. I think I have my yearly Kit Kat. I'm saving that for Christmas, but I think I'll have it now.
Okay, it went up for Kamala Harris. Wait a second. Oh, geez, what the fuck? To 3,180,000. Trump 3,374,000.
Look, Donald Trump won this on policy and personality.
So apparently
Wisconsin?
He is talking about energy.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania.
Not covering 190,000.
You know, who would have guessed that if you don't have several days worth extra past the voting date of mail-in ballots, it's really hard to rig an election.
And thank you to the judges who smacked that down.
My yearly Kit Kat.
It's not constitutional. The Constitution lists out that you have a day to vote, and if they're not voted by the time, then they don't get counted.
Matthew Gordon says in the chat, Barracks party is gonna be lit. I'll tell you this: you think the fireworks are a fun celebration? There's gonna be a different kind from the barracks.
They're gonna be the mother of all fireworks.
I do not want to be a lieutenant right now on an army barracks. Oh fuck! They're gonna walk out and the guys are rolling up the frickin' Abrams tank.
Yeah, right.
Like, what the hell are you doing? Hey, LT! Come and take a shot! Do you mean buff at alcohol, or are you intending to fire?
You're gonna have that scene from the you know that episode of yeah. Do you know of the that episode of the King of the Hill where like the one of the friends steals an Abrams tank from the base and like drives it around?
I know what you're talking about.
I don't. What was the name of the fat drunk guy? That was the.
Yeah, it was that dude. No, Dale's a skinny
Dale?
dude. Wait, is Dale the skinny dude?
Dale is the skinny conspiracy theorist who was getting cucked by the Native American guy.
Michigan's also like a. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was the fat drunk dude who stole the tank.
I'm gonna set.
If my math is correct, that is a 266,000 lead Donald Trump has in Michigan.
Yeah, I think that's 70%, about 70% reporting. Wisconsin 88%, and it's stayed about the same. All the counties are in. It's just finished padding out the.
I did nerd. I voted for Bane.
You will break your back.
Bane's platform is gonna be similar to RDK's. You know, it's like make America healthy again. With my special blend of what was it, Cobra? What was that? What was that stuff he injected himself with? Was it Venom or Cobra?
Venom.
Something like that.
It's Venom.
Venom? Okay. He's like, well, my special blend of Venom. Get it now on all stores near you.
Dragona says Dr. Doom all the way. That's also a fair shout. He's as much as he's a villain, he's well loved in his country. He's loved in his country. Dr. Doom is a good leader.
Utopia in the Balkans.
But again, anyone who wants a good whiskey, a fairly light whiskey too, if you're someone who doesn't like high proof, get Evan Williams Spiced Apple if you can find it. It's usually a seasonal bourbon, but you should be able to find it right now in a lot of local grocery stores. It's not very burned, and the flavor is so good. Just throwing it out there. I've already had a shot, and I want like a whole glass. It's dangerous.
What he's been put through. Maybe it's time for his enemies to stop it.
Not only that, but the energy that he has is truly amazing. He's the Energizer Bunny. Let's check in with Aisha Housing. Speaking of the Energizer Bunny, Trump headquarters.
Are they talking about the Energizer Bunny? What?
Aisha, this has been a big night all night long. I'm sure it's really
Yeah, I have no idea. I was not paying attention.
I was.
For some reason.
At the Trump rally, maybe they're having just an ad playing over the speakers.
No, it wasn't an ad. It was like the announcers were actually just talking about it. Well, it might have been an ad, but not like a.
Are they trying like he's like the Energizer Bunny? He just keeps going and going.
I don't know. Maybe
It's just updated for Pennsylvania, 3,382,000 to 3,188,000.
Yeah, it went up. It went up for Trump again too. So it's sitting around the 200,000 mark.
So
I'm not going to rest on the laurels or anything till we can actually be damn well certain.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't really rest on the laurels until January when they certify, because you know damn well the Democrats are dragging their feet through the entire thing. If they win, they call it as is. The thing is, if they call it and demand investigations, they might uncover things the Democrats don't want to have uncovered. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
You're like, so why aren't you challenging this? You're supposed to be challenging this. We don't want to go to Discovery.
Like, I don't know. They push with the leg into the table. Just, I don't know.
Well, apparently Boogie 2988 is having a meltdown.
Wait.
Needs to melt something down.
He ripped off
the guy
his
who
shirt and stormed off.
The guy who faked cancer is upset that Trump won. Oh no! Whatever will I do?
I hope this makes him lose weight.
Oh god!
So wait, he stormed off. Maybe he's actually going to do some cardio.
What's that? What's that? Lancer, what's that?
3,800. Wait, not. Oh my God. 386,000 to 192,000.
Let's see if I can't get this clip over to.
Apparently in Nevada, somebody named Amadai won for Republicans. The House.
The House race. Yeah, so they've got like.
Heck, Jesus.
Yeah, 166 in the House for Dems, 189 for GOP. There's a lot that hasn't been called yet, so. Senate, still a lot that haven't been called in yet. Pennsylvania is still there. That's a tight race.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Nevada is it's tipped towards the Republican in Nevada, but it's still like 47 to 47.
We have a memes channel in this, right? Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
On the Discord.
Oh yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna post the boogie meltdown in there. It's profanic, by the way. So.
Oh god, I don't.
You guys remember? You guys remember that moment when Boogie was getting exposed to the fake cancer thing, and he went, "My tip off." I feel like they can use that meme right now for this.
Hey, remember? I don't know if I ever shared this tweet with you, and it's probably lost the time. But it was back when Boogie and Wings were fighting in the ring, and I framed it as a Warhammer Fantasy clash between two like ogres, like what the fucking name? Because they were huge and walloping each other. Dude, I don't think I was ever happier to see a fight than when Wings was kicking the shit out of Boogie. That was fucking hilarious.
That was great.
Because I mean, Boogie's head just wham and his skin jerked along. It's like, oh god.
Look, I think that Kamala Harris is a sign of the times, but I think that Trump's a metaphor for the country. And when he says we don't surrender.
But yeah, I've been planning out more of my Death Guard. Definitely more infantry. I'm actually going to be going with Tortuga Bay for my stuff, so I can have some better true scale. I've been collecting STLs for parts and some other stuff like a true scale, the Grave Wardens, like the special Death Guard one.
Nice.
I'm working on my Warbands lore, how they're going to go. They're going to be like a little splintered off from the main force, which is why they aren't super nerd.
Right now, I'm still working on my my World Eaters.
Nice. I don't know if you saw the rules for them, but they're solar. They can take Solar Auxilia and it's like full allies. Because it's like this lore thing that came with one of their books. All the legions get that.
In Horus Heresy?
Yeah. And the thing, let me bring it up for you real quick to get my mind off this damn thing.
Alright.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I am going to have to sadly leave you because I need to get it set up for work. So,
Don't have too much fun.
Have a good one.
Take care.
well, at least we are almost at the right timeline, so I can go to work with a nice.
At least
nice
somewhat,
I said it once before
hopeful.
this week, and I'll say it again. Tina was our reverse Harambe.
You also had the elephant.
You know what? I think that damn squirrel tipped it. That's what did it.
Yeah. You also had the Mudang thing, and then you had the elephant named Kamala being like put down or something like that. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Oh yeah,
No,
the
I never heard
elephant.
about that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
here it is.
Mudang
Kamala
was
the
the
elephant.
Little baby.
it was the little baby hippo. Yeah, I've been seeing that all over.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the
for,
hippo getting the cake and the left losing their absolute minds. Like, oh, we gotta kill it now.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus.
You can take an allied detachment of Solar Auxilia and have them go as Legion Auxilia, which is like the Solar Auxilia Legion that work the most with them, and they get special rules. So for World Eaters, you take them, they get Butcher's Due, and Auxilia cohorts fighting with the World Eaters, they get +1 to hit when making shooting attacks against enemies falling back, or which have previously suffered casualties.
Decision Desk, apparently, the site is called Wisconsin for Trump.
Nice.
That's one of the sites. Decision Desk is the one that is. I don't know how reputable that is, but
it's not a surprise.
I'm gonna refresh the 270 to win.
Wisconsin. 270 to win.
Not yet.
They
Wisconsin
haven't
on
called it.
270.
They haven't called it on the big map, but if you click on it, they put a check mark when like next to a candidate if they've called it. Like,
So if I click on the state,
yeah, if you click on the state, like it says Donald Trump, and they put a check mark next to it, which is it has 270 to win usually like marks.
all right,
it
so
as-
that's one of the three Rust Belt ones in the pocket.
I really wonder how many people didn't vote for Trump, but just voted against Kamala. That's what I'm wondering.
I'm wondering how many went to Jill Stein or whatever.
I at least know in Alaska there was a number of that because RFK was forced to stay on the ballot there, and he stole at least 1.9k votes from Kamala.
They updated Alaska. 50%. Donald Trump's lead by over almost 30,000.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't called it.
Yeah, I did.
Like
that's
it's
silly.
there's just no point in not calling Alaska.
Yeah, Trump
will
now
say-
has 280 electoral votes. He is crushing
Yep,
it.
such showing it. Yeah, 280. Like I said, the predictions I've been hearing have been like 300. So like I think it was like 302. Oh, 270 to win. Just called Wisconsin.
Finally.
Called Wisconsin for who?
Yep, that's what pushed
Trump.
him to 280.
Oh, nice.
So on 270 to win has Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. Michigan is leaning that way, so he might collect them all.
How much did Trump beat Hillary by again?
It was pretty narrow. If I recall, it came down to like the tens of thousands of votes and a few swing states.
Yeah, which makes me wonder, like, if this continues and Trump takes Nevada and gets up another, so if he gets 286 of the electoral votes, or if you go by the 270 to wins forecast, which they think he's now going to take 291 to Kamala's 226, that is brutal.
God, he's winning the popular vote too by 5, almost at least over 4 million.
Yeah, this
around 4 million.
Yeah, this is massive.
Which is.
Yeah, that was like the best possible outcome of him nabbing the popular vote, because that sort of squashes any of like the arguments of legitimacy from the typical talking heads and the crazies on the ground from the lefties, who are still going to riot anyways. But
It would be so fucking funny if like news anchors came out and like kissed the fucking ring, like, yeah, we're wrong. It's like, oh, I would sell my soul.
I'm begging God that Trump actually like puts to task not only the media for like the shit that they've done to him,
the FBI,
but the FBI, the agencies, like,
the DOJ.
We need to see some convictions.
You know, it's my wish. I forget the exact name of the law that Obama repealed, but I want Trump to put it back. The one that prohibited the United States from doing blatant propaganda over news. You know what I mean? Like, it prevented news outlets from doing blatant propaganda and all that shit.
Matthew Gordon, thank you for the super chat for $2. Thank you. Has the Great Crusade started again? In a
Great
sense,
Crusade of
we
wholesomeness.
just finished one. We're hopefully about to go on another one. Also, welcome Major Chimera. If he wins all the states,
I want to see my county. I want to see how it's doing. 54.9 versus 43.6.
Yeah, if he takes Nevada, Arizona, if he takes all of the ones he's tipping towards, he'll be over 300, at least into 311.
Yeah,
Arizona is the could go either way. It's 50 to 49 and only 51% reporting. It's 940,000 to 920,000. Basically, it's a difference of a few, like 20,000 votes in Arizona.
I'm seeing stuff in other servers where people are like, I was kind of neutral and honestly not planning on voting, but then the peanut the squirrel stuff happened and it radicalized them. So I've seen at least 6 people say that.
That little squirrel corrected the timeline with his sacrifice.
Poor thing.
Don't forget the raccoon. Everyone forgets the raccoon, man.
Yeah, Frank
the raccoon.
Yeah, Frank. Don't forget justice for Frank too. Justice for Frank.
It was Fred the raccoon.
Fred, whatever.
I thought it was Frank.
It's Fred.
Okay, well, Fred.
Justice for Fred. There you go.
Justice for Fred.
I stand corrected.
Yeah,
Justice
that's right.
for Fred.
You better stand.
Touche.
Yeah, like the Dems really fucked up these last 4 years, letting shit go as bad as it has.
Have you seen the one where Kamala's like on the phone talking with someone, and then she like turns the phone to like show everyone the screen to wave at them, and then it's just like her camera is showing the crowd before she puts it back up to her face.
Yeah, like that's
It's
another
great.
Yeah, that's another big factor, I guess, that it really does need mentioning, is even the people who fucking hate Trump had to admit this woman was an absolute retard.
She's more insufferable than Hillary. Like, Hillary was screechy and hard to listen to. Kamala is just
Dumb.
So much worse. So no, she's dumb, but also just her voice is just so awful.
Well, he changes accents literally every state she goes to.
Are you
every
telling
city.
me, Pierce, you weren't enchanted by that illustrious cackle?
Oh God.
Dude, I'm a
I was more. I will say that I was more. get more aroused by Skeletor's laugh than I do by Kamala's.
Asmo, I've met witches with nicer cackles.
The thing is, I think I wonder if it's just a mental tick that she has, that because she laughs at just incredibly inappropriate times. I think it's you know how some people go like those like brain insertions, and then whenever she doesn't have a thought and is like thinking, the immediate response is.
Yeah, I think her just immediate stress response is to, get it out with laughter. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just whenever you do it in public and you literally don't have any actual public speaking skills, it kind of, hurts you in the long run.
Oh my god, I'm
Nico
looking at
says,
another server, and I'm hoping this is just sarcasm, but it's like the activity for one of the many rooms that are open for the voice chats is I hate my chud juggler life, and it's not juggler. I can't say that because you're streaming.
And then Nico says, I guess giving head to that guy didn't work out after all. Yeah, that's it's the termination of a career that Kamala has of lying and grifting into the position that she has now.
Yeah, James Knight
like she has. Yeah.
Yeah, James.
Apparently, Nick Fuentes looks like he's seething because now he's trying to take credit, apparently, or something like that.
Wait, Fuentes, isn't he conservative?
He's one of those weird ass groypers that's like.
Is he one of those like really extreme guys?
I don't know if extreme is the right word. It's retarded is more of the correct word.
He's been caught with mysterious white stains on the lower parts of his shirt and pants. He's constantly hanging out with gay people and saying, "Oh, I hate gay people." It's one of those situations where it's like, like that. It's like, dude, you already look like a twink. Just come out and say it. And then he was like, "Oh my god, we need to go against Trump because Jews and shit." And then now he's trying to be like cozy up. It's oh my god.
Wow.
I cannot wait till I get my first ping on one of my really left-wing servers of just someone going insane that Trump got elected.
It's
gonna happen tomorrow.
Yeah, like a couple of them are asleep right now.
Oh, there's one or two people, well, at least one person one or two people I work with at the school.
Devs.
Oh my god.
Seething. Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful.
And there's at least one or two people like I work with at my work who like I almost guarantee like if like it wins tonight, he's just not show up to work tomorrow. Like I'm almost like predicting it.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
This kills the dev.
This kills the dev.
Yeah, it's like he's no longer.
Kills the crab meme.
Or this is going to be a situation with Arch basically looking at devs like, I don't want to play with you anymore. It's like, you're not valuable to me. I can't milk you anymore. I'm sorry. I have to put you down. Loads shotgun.
I don't know. Arch is still his friend, so I think he'll still.
Honestly, when I look at it, I just see Arch using him for money because
that's effectively what's happening.
Donos from people saying that they hate dev and shit. So it's like,
yeah, he's milking the lol cow.
And I don't know. I'm not inside Arch's head with that stuff, so I could only speculate. But it seems like that Arch in his own sense, yeah, he's profiting off of Dev with the hate chats. But honestly, I don't think he would continue to have him on the show if he didn't like him. Like money, at least as far as I'm concerned, money isn't enough to put up with dealing with someone you genuinely dislike that much. That's me though.
I think it's a situation of like you have like that one friend or family member that's like, yeah, you're obnoxious, but not to the point where not to the point where I'm gonna like entirely dissociate from you. It's like they are a friend group or family member that you kind of stick up for even when they're completely just bullshit.
So, what is the story with Dev? Because, like, I used to watch
Oh,
their
boy.
stuff. Yeah, I used to watch their stuff, like, occasionally. But then, like, suddenly I watch one of their videos, and it's, like, this off-the-wall, crazy, like... I don't want to say left-wing, but,
Oh no,
like, really just...
don't let him lie to you. He's a lefty.
He's
Very
always
simple.
been left wing. He's not left enough for the quote unquote left, so he's attached himself to the one group that would have him.
I see.
That's
Yeah.
effectively his situation. But I would describe Dev as a amoral relativist who also simultaneously pretends to be on ride on a high horse, like that he has a moral position. But everything I've seen of him and heard from him, he has no. Like, I don't think he's evil or good. He is entirely amoral. That's kind of the take I get from Dev, is that he has no morals. I don't think he knows what he believes.
That sounds very immoral to have no morals.
Pretty much.
Well, it's inverted morals. You know, is to the point where you're doing things that are immoral. So I don't know. It's weird. Like it's a case of somebody, I think, who doesn't know what they believe. Like, he doesn't stand for anything. Like, he's a bit of a weather vane. Like, effectively he parrots like Destiny and other like mainstream left wing talking points, but I don't know that he actually believes them.
I think he believes some of them.
At the core, like at a core, I don't get a sense of like where he even stands in terms of like virtue or like morality. Like, I don't know. That's the problem.
The fact that they're using the call these states shows their bias.
On Google or on a different one?
No, just like AP and all that stuff. Like
it's the other one. It's
Pennsylvania still hasn't updated since, and it's been 20 minutes.
the Google one hasn't updated at all, and it's like 95%, and it's the same, roughly the same gap of about like 190 or so thousand vote gap, and there's just not enough to fill that gap. Everywhere else has called it.
Matthew Gordon says Dev is vile. Yes, he is. Dev is basically Vosh light, pretty much. I'd say he's more. He's definitely trying to be more of a Destiny, which isn't any better. But he's trying to be Destiny in a lot of ways.
Vosh is so awful. Oh my god.
So like effectively like the internet. How do you say, like the internet blood fights? Like, Dev is the ones, like, he goes around and he picks fights, but it's just nothing but empty rhetoric with just nothing behind him. Like, he like I said, when I see him, he feels like just sort of like an empty body.
He pretty much is. He's just a piece of shit.
He's an empty vessel.
Like I said to him on my stream when I talked to him, he's just a fat fucking Redditor. Like he that's what he is. He's a fat.
That's
fucking
the worst insult you could probably give to someone.
He's like the typical of, you know, atheist, moral relativist, and that's not going against all atheists, because, you know, plenty of people who are that are I'm perfectly fine with. Like, it depends on like how you are. Like, I will never be atheist, and I reject the ideology, but I respect some of them.
No,
but he's kind of that
fair.
particular. Yeah, he's that particular flavor of internet atheist that is just, it's sort of like, it's just the weather vane moral relativist.
Yeah, speaking of Dev, Havoc says, Dev left Arch's stream saying he was tired. I'm assuming the stream of this election. Saying he was tired, then started up his own stream called The End of America, where he is saying he wants a civil war where America suffers because they quote-unquote deserve it.
I want to watch
Hey,
this stream now.
you got some quality content if you can get that stream saved.
What was his channel name?
Short Fat Otaku.
Short Fat Otaku. You can get that stream saved. You got some quality content to roast his ass with.
I'm tempted. At the same time, I don't know. Like, one of the upsides with the way this election has gone is hopefully I can go back to doing more 40K focus things as opposed to.
Apparently updated the vote tally for Pennsylvania 95.3 No real major updates that I can see.
Yeah, it's about the same. It's like 190,000 gap, at least on the Google one. And let me click on the 270 to win. Click on Pennsylvania.
Come on, AP, call the fucking thing already. You little bitch.
Wow, Dev wants us to have a civil war. Dev is the piece of
I don't know that he knows what he wants. That's the thing.
He's a Canadian. He needs to fuck out.
Yeah,
He's
who
going to
the hell
trucker
cares
video
what he
and
wants?
He said he'd release the trucker video next year for the Canadian elections. It's like, yeah, sure you are, buddy. Sure.
I mean, he found time to make a
Donald AP called it for Donald Trump.
Oh, they called it?
Pennsylvania for Trump.
Trump's up on stage now.
Oh, yep. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Well, I'm gonna call my family and tell them, hey, because they're up right now. They just need that.
Yeah. Took him long enough after I thought they said he was getting on.
Fuck, I wanna let have a good one. I wanna play it, but they're playing Proud to Be American, and I think for some reason that's copyrighted on YouTube.
You can turn the volume down.
Yeah, well, fuck it. I'll let it play. Holy.
If they demonetize this one, who cares? It was kind of an ad hoc stream at the last minute.
Oh wow, the chat's going.
Here, I'm gonna donate $5,000 to you so you can, lose it all. Monetization. Get copyright struck.
Well, the thing is, I don't care if they demonetize the stream. Like, go right ahead, but just don't strike my fucking shit down.
Google finally called Pennsylvania.
Took them long enough.
Yeah. It took them long, freaking forever.
Right, let me pull myself another shot here.
They still haven't called Wisconsin though on Google. They're being little shits.
Of course they haven't.
At least I know I'm free.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. The man who died, who gave that right to me, and I proudly stand up next to you and defend her to this day. 'Cause there ain't no doubt about this land. God bless you. God, he's not singing at the pace of music.
I'm free.
God
I'm just gonna check this.
I am so happy that Dev is seething though. That's like a cherry on top.
Icing.
Of this awesome
That is how they call it, the icing on the cake.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. The worst part about this is that I don't have... My Jaeger is not cold.
Yeah, my whiskey's not cold either.
Oh, shit.
It still tastes great, but wow.
USA. USA. USA.
Yes, sir. Alright, now I can turn up a little bit.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. Woo! This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Yeah, this is crazy. He landslided the electorals. Hey,
it's a
he
political
landslided the
victory
fucking
that
popular vote. This is
our country
damn.
has never seen before.
He got a
nothing
fucking-
like this. I want to thank
He
the
got a
American
fucking electoral
people for the
seat from
extraordinary
Maine. How
honor
the
of being
fuck does a Republican do that?
elected your
I know, right?
47th president and your 45th president.
Oh yeah.
And to every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
Make it so.
This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. And in addition to having won the battleground states of
So yeah,
North Carolina, I
my mom
love
literally
these
made that to my
places.
sister, like, because they both
Georgia,
wanted Trump to win
Pennsylvania, and
too.
Wisconsin.
If he won, they'd go for IHOP in the morning.
We are now winning
Nice.
But it's
Listening
all
to Trump's
Michigan,
speech right now.
Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would
He's
result in
Please
us
let Alaska
carrying at
be the
least
next one to be called, 'cause I think
315
it'd be so
electoral
fucking
votes.
funny.
But that
if Alaska was the one that took it over.
But it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote. That was great.
USA, 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 USA.
That smile, man. He is so proud of himself. USA, USA,
Thank you
USA.
very much. Thank you. And, winning the popular vote with feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room.
The God Emperor stands before us.
Unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible.
Have a good night,
They
James.
made
Nick,
the
Nick,
journey
man.
with me, and we're going to make you very happy.
My
We're
only
going to make
worry
you very
now
proud of your
is
vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say
I
that
want
was
Trump to
one
have
of
a
the
lot of fucking
truly
security, a
important
lot of good
moments of my
security.
life
Yeah,
when I
he's-
voted for this
got-
group of
he's-
people beyond
Well, that's
the
the thing.
president. This
If
group
some
of great
worse does
people.
come to pass and something did happen to him, I don't think people would
America
understand the
has
firestorm that
given
would
us an
ignite.
unprecedented
Oh yeah.
and
It would
powerful
set
mandate.
it would set a fire
We have
under
taken
everybody.
back
It would
control of the Senate. Wow.
it'd be
that's-
like lighting a matchbox. It's gonna go and go up fast.
Oh, yeah.
Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin,
I'm just worried what's going to
the
happen
great
next election season
Commonwealth
now.
of Pennsylvania. We're all
I think the
won by
the Republican in this
MAGA
kind of like
movement they
wing have
helped so
a
much.
bit more of a star-studded roster than the Democrats do. Like, I think Joe Biden was their
And in
last
those
like big named
cases,
one they could
every
pull
one
out.
of them, we
Yeah,
worked with the
Tulsi
senators. They were tough
had
races,
a
and
lot of popularity,
I mean,
but she switched to the
number
Republican
of
side.
victories in the Senate was
Yeah.
absolutely incredible. And
She
we
could have
did
been like I said
tele-rallies.
she could have been the
We did
like
tele-rallies.
it's kind of
We
funny.
did
It's like
one of
she's
them,
I
and
wonder if like how many
sometimes
she
we
brought
did
over to
2 or
Trump.
3
So
for-
it's the
I think
second
it's
time in a
amazing to
row
look
that
at
she
all
has
of those
assisted in
victories. Nobody
tanking
expected
Kamala
that.
Harris's bid
Nobody.
for the presidency.
So I just
Oh, yeah.
wanted to thank you very much for that. And we have
The first
you
one
have
was
some great senators
pretty
and some
epic in
great
terms
new
of just
senators.
what just
And it
absolutely
also
slapped
looks like
her
we'll be
down in the
keeping control
primaries.
of the House of Representatives.
Yeah. And of course, Kamala gets in without even going through a primary this time.
I'm gonna have to go up for now. You can rest.
And I
Good
want
one,
to thank
Alright.
Mike
Well, you
Johnson.
too.
I think
Alright.
he's doing a
You're
terrific
best,
job. Terrific job.
Good talking to you, man.
I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
So Minnesota isn't even called, but that one's definitely going to Kamala.
Holy crap, that kid's so tall. Well, I say
Who
kid.
has the #1 best-selling book in the country. Can you-
Barron?
Yeah, he is so tall.
Yeah, he's also got that. He's also got like that nose. You know, like people have like tried to compare like Trump to be the modern Caesar.
Yeah.
You know who I think? I think Barron
She
Trump
has
is going to
done a
be like
great
the
job,
American
worked very
Caesar.
hard. works very hard to help
Yeah,
people.
there's been a lot of
So I just want to thank her. But I
talk
want
of
to
like
thank my
Baron,
whole family.
like
my
how all of
amazing
this is
children,
really
and they are
shaping him,
amazing
and like
children.
what might happen in the future.
And we
I've
all
seen a lot of
think our
theories.
children- Everybody here thinks
Yeah,
their
imagine someone
children
trying
are
to
amazing.
assassinate your
Yeah,
dad.
Tiki the Hut.
That's a
I'd
good
love
thing
Tulsi
when
for
you think they
Secretary
are.
of Defense. Yeah, that'd be pretty
With
good.
Don,
Yeah.
Eric,
I definitely
Ivana,
want to
Tiffany,
see.
Barron,
Because she's
Law,
very much like
Jared,
I agree with her because
Kimberly,
she's very
Michael,
much
thank you all. What a help.
like anti-interventionist, and I tend to be on the side of like I want America to have a strong military and be strong, but I don't want us sticking our nose into every
My
fight
father-in-law,
on the
Victor,
planet
is tremendous,
Exactly.
and we miss
or
very
starting
much
new wars for
Melania's
no
mother,
reason. It's like
Amalia.
which one is
We
China
miss
more
Amalia,
terrified
yeah.
of? A
She would be
United
very
States that's
happy right now,
hemorrhaging money
standing
and
on this
spreading its
stage. She'd be
its
so
military
proud.
assets
She
all
was
over
a
the
great
globe,
woman, that one.
or
Beautiful
the
inside
USA
and
that has
out.
its assets
She was a great
consolidated and
woman.
able to respond,
I want to be the first
and
to
actually has its
congratulate
economy together.
our
Oh, YouTube
great,
is
now I can say,
hemorrhaging
Vice
my-
President-elect of the United States, J.D. Vance.
I can tell.
Yeah, I just looked over. OBS says that so it's on YouTube's end. YouTube is having issues with.
All right, thank you
I
very
just
much.
now got a story from Apple News. Trump has won Pennsylvania, the AP project, putting him on the brink of returning to the White House. The brink.
Say a couple of words here.
Oh,
That just sounds like cope to me.
He's pulling JD
Oh.
in. He's pulling JD in.
Let's go.
Wild.
JD Vance. JD Vance.
Talk it up,
Well,
JD.
Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible
So I saw
journey.
Vivek
Thank
in a
you for
couple of
the
those
trust
background
that you
shots.
placed in me.
I hope he gets a good position too. I
And
like
think that we
Vivek.
just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
Tiki is asking, is that the first Marine as VP?
And under President
I
Trump's
don't
leadership,
know.
we're never going to stop
I
fighting.
think he was in
for
the.
you
I know he was in the
and your
military. Was he in the
dreams,
Marines?
For the future
I'm
of
not
your
sure.
children,
Well,
and
the part
after
that I'm not sure
the
about,
greatest
'cause
political comeback
it?
in American
Preston says it
history,
is.
we're going to
Just in
lead the
time to
greatest
birthday boy.
economic comeback in American
All right,
history
yep.
under
Okay,
Donald Trump's
I'll
leadership.
trust Preston's got it down. First Marine as VP. That is awesome. Setting some records.
Thank you very much. He's turned out to be a good choice.
Well, he is an understatement.
Trump's just doing some stand up
But
now.
he
He's doing
was,
classic Trump.
I knew the
cheeky
brain
bastard.
was a good one, about as good as it
He
gets.
turned out to be a good choice.
And we love the family,
Totally good
and we're
choice.
going to have
The
a
best.
great 4 years, and we're going to turn
Great
our
for
country
Italy.
around, make it something very special. It lost that little thing called special. We have to make it so. We're going to make this so great. It's the greatest country and potentially the greatest country in the world by far. And right now, we're going to just work very hard to get all of that back. We're going to make it the best it's ever been. We can do that. If we had to
What
wait
they called
longer, I don't know.
Minnesota.
It was going bad, and it was going bad.
Harris.
fast.
Yeah, Minnesota
We have
Harris.
to
They've been
seal up
sitting on
those
that one for a
borders,
while. That
and
one
we're
was going to
gonna
go
have
Harris.
People come into our
No.
country.
Doesn't make a difference now.
We want people to
No.
come back in, but we have to.
I don't know why they haven't called Maine in general on the 270 to win.
I have no idea.
Let me also
Would've figured
express
they would've
my
called it by now.
tremendous appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did.
Like, I'm gonna be so mad. I made one prediction for this election. I said Arizona was gonna go blue.
Come here, Chris. Susie likes
It
to
could.
say
It
something
could
in the
definitely
back,
still.
let me
It's
tell you.
sitting at
The
well.
ice
It's actually no
game,
Trump.
we call it
It's
the
50
ice
to
game.
50 to 48 in Trump's favor with 52% reporting.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's unlikely to go blue at this point, unless it gets a surge
Susie
of
likes
votes.
to stay in the background.
partway
She's
through.
not
In the
in
middle of the
background.
night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but even if it does, Arizona's not going to tip it.
This was unexpected,
Oh, yeah,
but
duh,
I
but
just want to thank.
that's my one
President
prediction,
Trump for
so
this
I hope it
journey.
turns out
It was
right.
a great one, and he's a hell of a candidate, and he's going to be a hell of a great 47th president. And this team that we had,
They got a
the
dream
best
team going on
and
right now,
of
so.
course, even my boss, Susie Wiles, the best. Thank you.
Basically, Trump has sort of collected all the not corrupt politicians and or the not cultist politicians. He's picked up Vivek. He's picked up Tulsi. He's picked up RFK Jr.
The Trump. Yeah, who did you say? Oh, let me
Okay,
tell you,
but
we have a
the
new
Kennedys
up
are
Elon.
American
The
royalty.
star is born, Elon.
I'm surprised Elon isn't running for something.
He's too busy running a space
Yeah,
program
he's an
and
amazing
all
guy.
the
We were
other
sitting
companies.
together tonight.
Yeah.
He's doing good where he
Groups
is.
in Philadelphia and
God,
different
I just
parts
wish
of
the Tesla, the
Pennsylvania,
Cybertrucks are better.
campaigning.
Yeah.
You know, he sent the rocket up.
Seen a couple
2
people
weeks
driving
ago,
them around here.
And I saw that rocket, and I saw it coming down. I saw it. It was, when it left, it was beautiful.
We're going to
shiny
Mars,
white. When
boys.
it
Let's
came
havoc.
down, it didn't
Yeah,
look
let's
so good. It was
go.
going 10,000 miles an hour, and it was burning like
We're gonna
hell.
colonize
I
that
said,
red
what
motherfucker.
happened to your paint job? He said, we've
Yeah.
never made a paint that could withstand that
Terraform
kind
the-
of heat. And
There's a
but I
couple
saw it
moons
come
of
down and turn around.
Jupiter that are pretty good
And
for.
it was, you know, it's like 22 stories tall, by the way. It looks a
Actually,
little
honestly,
smaller than
Venus
that,
is
but
actually
it's
not
big.
bad because you could
And it
build a
came
floating
down
colony on top of the
and
gas.
You saw that fire
In theory.
burning, and I'm saying only Elon can do this. It must be an
Just
Elon.
get us
And I
out in the
told
solar
story.
system.
I told it last
Yeah.
night. I had a man on the phone. I had the screen muted, no sound. I was talking to a very important man, happens to be here, and that very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But, you know, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again, so I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold. And because, especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took the phone down, and I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down. It looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh, no. And I said, do me a favor, do you mind holding for a couple of minutes? I want to see
Elon
this.
gets an appointment, government
I thought it was a
reform.
space age movie or something.
Was that
I
an
put the
actual?
phone
I
down,
knew that he was going to be
but I didn't pick
doing
it up for
something
45
with the
minutes, and he
Trump
was holding.
administration.
But this
Is it an actual like
spaceship
official
came down,
appointment
and I saw
position,
those
or
engines
just
firing, and it looked like it
I
was
hope
over,
so.
it
That'd
was
be
going to
so
smash, and
funny.
then
Yeah.
I saw the fire pour out from the left
SCW's
side, and I
short
put it
fat commie is
straight,
coping hard right now.
and it came
Good.
down so
I hope he's
gently,
crying.
and then it wrapped those arms around it, and it held it, and just like you hold your baby at night, your little baby. And
Oh
it was a
no,
beautiful
he's
thing
going
to
to.
see, and I
He's
called
promised
Elon,
to
I said,
reduce
Elon,
or remove
was
the
that
income
you?
tax so people can
He
have
said,
money.
yes, it was. I said, who
Man,
else
I
can
hope
do
Trump
that?
just
Can Russia
abolishes
do it?
income
No.
tax.
Can China do
That would
it?
be
No.
nice.
That'd be great.
Can the
That's actually
United
one of the
States
things
do
of
it
just
other
getting the
than you?
economy
No,
back
nobody
in
can
gear
do
for
that.
this
I said,
country
that's
is
why I love
get
you,
rid of
Elon. That's
either
great.
sales or
And you know,
the
when we had the
income tax,
tragic
get more money in
hurricane
the pockets of the regular
Helene,
American people, up
and it hit
tariffs
it
on
particular
manufactured
hit North
goods,
Carolina,
so
they
it
were real devastated. The
incentivizes
water
companies
was
to
really big
manufacture in the
water,
States,
as
more
big as we've
jobs,
ever seen. Water hurricane. It built lakes out of
and then
fields, became
really
lakes,
push for
and the
energy
danger
overhaul
was
too in terms of our
unbelievable. And the
infrastructure.
people
Really
from
go
North
ham on
Carolina came to me and they said, would
get
it
our
be
energy costs
possible,
down.
at all
The
possible,
nuclear in
for you to
particular.
speak to
We
Elon
need to
Musk?
start.
We need Starlink.
We entered the
I said,
atomic
"What's
age
Starlink?"
forever
It's a
ago, but
form
we
of
haven't
communications.
benefited.
We have the
from
tech,
it.
yeah. We have the
And
technology
I'll
to
tell you what,
build
he
safe
had, and it was very
modular,
dangerous.
smaller
People died. They
reactors,
had no
and we
communication.
have
All
the
the wires
technology
were
and
down.
the
I called
capability to easily and
Elon
cheaply
Musk. I
store
said, Elon,
waste,
you have
even though those
something
things
called
produce much
Starlink.
less
I said,
waste
right?
than
Yes, I do. What the hell is it? He
fossil
said,
fuels.
it's a
We have the
communication
technology.
system
We can
that's very
rebuild
good.
them.
I
Exactly.
said,
Yes.
Elon, they need it really,
And if you
really
drive
badly
down the
in North
cost of
Carolina.
energy, that
Can you
drives
get
down the
that
cost of
so
literally
fast? It was
everything.
incredible. So, and it was
Yeah.
Like
great. It saved
cars
a
will
lot
still
of
be running
lives.
on,
He
on
saved
gas
a
and
lot of
stuff,
lives.
but in terms of
But
just
he's a
how much
character. He's a
money that
special guy.
we
He's a
waste
super
on
genius. We have to protect our
on
geniuses.
energy,
We don't have
we could
that many
become
of them.
self-sufficient and everything
We
would
have
go
to
down.
protect our super geniuses.
Oh, yeah.
I want to thank some of the guys. You know, we have
And then also
up here
up
today
our
the
production
US
of,
Open
or not
champion,
production,
who's
but
fantastic,
drilling
helped me
of
slightly
fossil
longer than
fuels
me. It
here
took a little
for
bit longer than me.
cars and shit.
Just a little bit. Bryson
Liquid gold.
DeChambeau is up here someplace.
Havoc says Elon
All of
is
that-
going to be headed the DOGE,
What happened to
Department
Bryson?
of Government
Where is he?
Efficiency.
Bryson.
A much-needed agency, actually.
He was shot.
It's basically the you're fired
He's
agency.
hitting balls.
Usually
He's on the
geniuses.
way. He's hitting balls.
Usually.
We gotta
Bryson.
protect our super geniuses.
He literally did
Hugely.
just say that.
Oh, look at him.
Is that Elon coming on?
Nope, that's not Elon.
Who's
He
that?
had a great. He's
I
got a
didn't
great
think so.
career going.
I'm half blind right
Great
now. I can't
U.S.
see shit.
Open, Bryson. That's a fantastic
Bryson.
job.
Who is that?
And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some job.
Well, I know
He's
Dana
a
White.
tough guy. So Dana started UFC and came to me, do you mind if I use your, nobody wanted to give him a rinse because they said it's a rough sport, a little rough. And I helped him out a little bit, and I went, and they said, this is the roughest sport I've ever seen, but I began to like it, and he loved it, and nobody's done a better job in sports. And you know, he's a very motivational kind of a guy, what he does. He gets these fighters, and they really go at it, and it's become one of the most successful sports enterprises anywhere at any time. It's doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words, because people
You know, I
love
do
to
feel
hear
bad
from
for
him.
that lady. He basically called her Ice Queen. Oh.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hard-working man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this.
We need Hulk Hogan to rip his shirt off again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a perfect way to
I want to thank
punctuate
some people real
this.
quick. I want to thank the Nelt boys, Aiden Ross, Theo
That
Vaughn,
would be great.
Bustin' with the Boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, Dana.
That is a piece of work. Now he's an amazing,
He's a
really
piece
an
of work.
amazing guy. But most of all, I want to thank the millions of hardworking Americans across the nation who have always been the heart and soul of this really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory like really, I probably like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned
Yes,
around
it does,
fast.
Trump man. Yes,
we're
it
gonna turn it
does.
around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will.
The forecast for the House is still Dems 210, Republicans 209. So that is like,
of their country.
even though they have a majority, it's a very slim majority.
So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hard-working people.
Let's
These
look
are
at the governor races.
fantastic people, and we can add.
I think the governor races were finished a while ago. I just want to
Robert
double
F.
check.
Kennedy Jr.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of red on that front too.
Yeah, there was, but it was mostly red states that had them up for re-election. Our state had ours up for re-election, but yeah, our Republican won, obviously. Yeah, they're all done.
And now he's a great guy, and he really
Surprised New Hampshire and Vermont elected Republican governors.
Bobby.
Tonight, November 6, 2024, America was saved by the Amish.
We have more liquid
Well, that's right. They
gold,
did
oil
vote,
and gas.
didn't
We
they?
have more liquid gold than any country in
Did
the
they
world.
vote in
more than Saudi
Pennsylvania?
Arabia.
I know they voted
more
in
than
several
Russia.
states because there was like a bunch of
Bobby,
coverage about how
stay
even the
away
Amish
from
felt
the liquid
compelled to
gold.
vote.
Other than that, go have a good time.
I'm assuming in
Bobby.
Pennsylvania, like there's got to be a decent
We're
Amish
gonna be
population
paying
there.
down.
Yeah, that's Pennsylvania has a lot of our because the Amish are mainly German, I think, in origin.
China doesn't have what we have. Nobody
know, to
has
be
what
honest.
we have.
I don't remember off the top of my head. That might have been the Mennonites. I don't remember which. They're kind of similar.
This campaign.
But yeah, the Pennsylvania's got a big old Amish population, from what I know.
Built
Yeah,
the biggest,
God
the
bless the Amish.
broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen it. Young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I mean, I was looking at it, I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars, 4 years, we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said,
And he
he will
did.
start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory.
He was
for
honestly the best
democracy
president
and
of my
freedom.
lifetime in terms of
Together,
foreign
we're going
policy.
to unlock America's
Yeah, I
glorious
would agree.
destiny. We're going to achieve the most
It's like
incredible
let's see,
future
my lifetime that would have been
people.
Clinton,
Yesterday, as I stood
Bush
at my
Jr.
on the campaign trail,
I was
now
very
we're
young
doing
for
a rally
Clinton.
again. Can you believe it?
Or
I think we've done 9.
Clinton
Then
wouldn't have been
Obama.
in my lifetime, I don't think. I was born in '99, so.
I was born in '92. When was the
Yeah, I was 98, so
A lot of rallies.
I got Bush.
And it was sad.
Bill
Everybody was sad. Many people, I
Clinton
said, this is our last rally.
presidency?
But now we're going on to something that's far more important, because the rallies were used for us to put in this
93 to
position where we can
2001.
really help our country. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make our country better than it ever has been. And I said that many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason.
So I think he would have been president during you guys' lifetime, very early.
And that reason was
I don't
to
remember.
save
I don't
our
remember the
country
Clinton years because
and
I was
to
born in
restore
'92,
America
so
to
I was
greatness.
1 year old when he was
And now
elected,
we
and
are
then
going to fulfill that mission.
2001 I was in
We're gonna
3rd
fulfill that
grade.
mission. The task before us will not be easy, but I will
2nd or
bring
3rd grade,
every ounce
somewhere
of
around there.
energy, spirit,
I remember
fight
Bush being president
that I
because I
have
remember
in my
9/11.
soul to the job that you've entrusted
Yeah, I was in
to
3rd
me.
grade when
This
it
is
was
a great job that
during
there's no
9/11.
job like this.
I was
This
in
is
diapers.
the most important job in the world.
99.
Just
I got in,
as I did
my
in my
teacher
first
yelled at
term,
me
we had
because
great
they
first
asked what
terms,
like she
great
like
first
were trying to
terms.
ask us, hey,
I
does
will
everyone know
conclude
what
by a
just happened
simple
today?
motto.
And then I
Promises
remember
made,
responding,
promises
and
kept.
I
We're
remember
gonna
making
keep our
airplane
promise.
noises, and she got mad at me for
Nothing will
making
stop
airplane
me from
noises.
keeping my word to you, the people.
It's
We
so
will
great, though.
make
I mean, it's so
America
bad,
safe,
but it's so
strong,
great.
prosperous,
It was third. I'm a
powerful, and
3rd
free
grader. I was like,
again.
what was that, like 8
And
years
I'm
old?
asking every
Yeah,
citizen all
right?
across our land to
Like,
join me in this noble and righteous
you don't know any
endeavor. That's
better
what
at
it
3rd
is.
grade? That's great.
It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years.
When they asked what happened, it was like the
behind
planes
us.
hit the
It's time
towers,
to
and I went,
unite.
meow.
And we're gonna try. We're gonna try. We
She
have
didn't
to
like.
try, and
She was a bit of a
it's
bitch of a
gonna
teacher,
happen.
anyways, because
Success will bring us together.
I'm
I've seen
not
that.
saying
I've
this
seen
out of like
that.
spite or like in memory.
I
This
saw
is
that
a
in the
complaints
first
from multiple
term
parents
when
in
we
the class.
became more and more
She did
successful.
not like the boy
People
students in her
started coming
class.
together.
She
Success
had it
is
out for
going
them.
to
Oh,
bring
Like
us
she was
together.
very
We are going to
very
start by all putting
specific,
America
like
first.
or
We
not
have to
specific,
put our country
choosy.
first
Like
for at
like
least
if
a
the
period
girl
of time.
said
We have to
that
fix
that a
it.
boy did something in the
Because
class,
together we can
she would
truly
always
make
side
America
with the girl and
great
believe the
again
girl
for
no matter
all
what.
Americans. So I want to
Like
just
because it happened.
tell you what a
That
great
happened to me.
honor
Like I
this is.
basically
I wanna
sitting in
thank
line
you.
in front
I
of
will not let
the
you
door. I
down.
walked up and I like
America's
nudged
future
her on
will
the
be
shoulder.
bigger,
Said, "Hey,"
better,
because I was gonna. I
bolder,
don't remember what I was
richer,
asking her for, but I asked her
safer,
about
and
something,
stronger than it
and she
has
went and
ever been
you hit
before.
me, ran inside the
God
class,
bless
told the
you, and
teacher,
God
and
bless
then
America. Thank you very much.
apparently that was enough for the teacher to. Well, no, it wasn't that one specifically, but it was like a.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Anyways, it was the one time I've ever been suspended from school was with that teacher, and it was completely bullshit.
Oh, that's fair.
This was such good news.
Let's go. Little dance. Woo!
Okay. All right, I'm gonna wrap up my stream now that the speech is over and we get the big man back in office. I'm good.
Yeah, we won. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah,
Knock on wood. Fingers crossed that nothing screwy happens while we're asleep. But
and at this point,
Oh, something screwy happened.
Some screwy is
Yeah,
they're gonna try some shit. We just don't know what yet.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have one more shot. Probably should stop after this, otherwise, because if I have a hangover tomorrow, it's gonna suck.
Hey, that's why I ate Pop-Tarts before I decided to, start pouring my drink.
I haven't had any water for like 3 hours, and I haven't had anything to eat for like 4. So
that's
need
all
to
I've been
go.
drinking is water.
Yeah, you need to go at least get a bottle of water.
probably.
Bottle of water.
All right. So this is my last shot for the night, ladies and gentlemen. The man is back in office. This is cheers to the country that is hopefully going to be on the mend, on the repair, and on the uptick for the next 4 years. And hopefully, with whatever Trump is able to do in the next 4 years, guaranteeing every year after that for the foreseeable future, securing this country. So, cheers. We're going to make America great again. We're going to thrive. And we're going to do it all while surfing on the tears of salty bitches like Dev/Shortfat Otaku. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Woo.
Cheers.
All right. Have a good night,
And to
everybody.
4 more long years.
Oh, yeah.